Donna Summer on the radio, 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 Donna Summer on the refrigerator, 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 Donna Summer on the radio, 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 Donna Summer on the refrigerator, 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 Donna the dead of the Donna the dead of the Donna the dead of the Donna Summer on the stove, 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 Donna Summer on the radio, 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 Donna Summer on the refrigerator, 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 Donna Summer on the stove, 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 Donna Summer on the radio, 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 on the stove, in the refrigerator, in the kitchen, in the house, on the radio, on the stove, on the radio, on the stove, on the radio, on the stove, on the dead, on the stove, on the dead, on the stove, on the dead, on the stove, I'm dead on the stove, 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 on the radio, on the stove, on the dead, on the radio, on the stove, on the dead, on the radio, on the stove, on the dead, on the radio, on the stove, on the dead, 1, in the dead, 2, in the refrigerator, 3, living, 4, in the house, with the dead, with Donna, 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 with Donna Summer on the radio, 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 Donna Summer on the refrigerator, 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 Donna the dead of the Donna the dead of the Donna the dead of the Donna Summer on the radio, 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 Donna the dead of the Donna the dead of the Donna the dead of the Donna Summer on the radio, 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 Donna the dead of the 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 Donna Summer on the radio.
It was a quiet day when I got on my skateboard and hit the sidewalk on Morningside Lane. Then I turned around and looked behind me, and there were 5 of us heading for 4th and Main. We were doing all right, stopped for a traffic light, when 5 more boards joined the line. We all stopped for a cola at Woody's Drive-In and met up with 15 more from Spruce and Vine. On a sidewalk, convoy, people scrambling as we roll. On a sidewalk, convoy, wheeling under perfect control. Groceries flying and babies crying as we zigzag on our way. On the sidewalk, convoy, gonna have ourselves a day. So we numbered 25 as we sailed down Suicide Hill. Met up with some hot dogs at the junior high, and there were 40 of us racing to the old steel mill. People started complaining when we grew to 100 or so. And old Smokey shut us down as we reached the end of town, and he told us where to go. On a sidewalk, convoy, people scrambling as we roll. On a sidewalk, convoy, wheeling under perfect control. Groceries flying, babies crying as we zigzag on our way. On a sidewalk, convoy, gonna have ourselves a day. And so we left old Smokey as he told us, get on home. But as the flashing light went out of sight, we found that our number had grown. 200 boards ablazing. What a scene, what a sound. Instead of packing it in, we started rolling again. And we were 300 when the sun went down. On the sidewalk, convoy, people scrambling as we roll. On the sidewalk, convoy, wheeling under perfect control. Groceries flying and babies crying as we zigzag on our way. On the sidewalk, convoy, had ourselves a day. On the sidewalk, convoy, people scrambling as we roll. On the sidewalk, convoy. Gang, did you hear what happened to Billy Wheels?
Yeah.
Skateboarding is fun, but you gotta be careful.
Right. Use the proper clothing and equipment.
And watch out for those cars. They can ruin a skateboarder's day, not to mention the board.
Skate dog, hey dog, freestyle. Skate dog, 180 dog, 360 dog, back wheel dog, 180 dog.
There were some great skateboarders at the skate bowl last night. John, talking about great skateboarders, did you perfect your 360s yet? Sure, watch.
Guess you didn't perfect them yet.
I'll go work on your wheelie.
Skate dog, hey dog, California dog, skate dog, money hockey dog, skate dog, party dog, skate dog.
David, let's see you hang 10.
Hang to what? Toes over the front of the board. And that will raise the back wheels.
Yeah, don't you want to be a great skateboarder and compete?
No.
Why? Because I fall a lot.
Skate dog, hang it dog, nose wheel dog, back wheel dog, skate dog, freestyle dog, shoot your dog, 180 dog, 360 dog, back wheel dog, front wheel dog, hang it dog, cowboy dog, skate dog, money hockey dog, skate dog, party dog, skate dog, hang it dog.
Exercise number 10. For slimming your ankles. Sit on a chair, cross your legs, write the alphabet in capital letters with your foot. First one foot and then the other. A, B, C, D, E. Point the toes. Now write your name. Get ready. Cross your other leg over. Write the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E. Point your toes. Now write your name. Get ready. Stand up and march. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Raise the knees up. Point the toes. March. Left, right, left, right. Knees up high. Energize. Point those toes. Energize with exercise.
Now here's something to think about. Something very important about your health. Your mouth is a house where your teeth all live, and they deserve the very best care that you can give. 'Cause if you don't, there isn't any doubt it won't be fun when one by one your teeth will all move out. So brush your teeth, please do it. Brush them night and day. The very best care will keep them there, and they'll never, never move away. They'll never, never move away. They'll be healthy and happy to stay. Did you ever think about how important it is to be neat? Be neat from your head to your feet, from your toe to your hair, so you can go anywhere. Be neat, no matter how you're dressed. Do you always look your best. Do you have a bathroom problem in your house? It's a very busy place, isn't it? Where everyone in the family has to brush their teeth, wash their hands, take a bath and comb their hair, shave or take a shower, so the family must share. Don't stay in too long, or everyone will shout. When someone is waiting, finish quickly and come out. And here's a funny thought. When you've had a bath, be sure to scrub a dove. A ring belongs around your finger, not around the tub.
If you want to stay happy, then tell your feet to watch for the lights when they cross the street. If you want to stay happy, then tell your feet to watch for the lights when they cross the street. Then Mother and Dad will be proud of you. If you want to stay healthy, do what I say. Please brush your teeth about twice a day. If you want to stay healthy, do what I say. Please brush your teeth about twice a day. Then Mother and Dad will be proud of you. If you want to be happy, don't be a fool. Learn all you can. When you're in school.
If you want to be happy, don't be a fool. Learn all you can when you're in school. Then Mother and Dad will be proud of you.
If you want to be healthy, and strong and tall, then eat your food, and eat it all.
If you want to be healthy and strong and tall, then eat your food and eat it all. Then Mother and Dad will be proud of you.
If you want to be healthy, do the thing that's right. Go straight to sleep. When you said good night. If you want to be healthy, do the thing that's right. Go straight to sleep when you said good night.
Then Mother and Dad will be proud of you.
May I help you, sir?
Yeah, I'm looking for a car. Heard a lot about this Volkswagen. Tell me about it.
Glad to, sir.
But just the facts now. No nonsense, just the facts.
Well, sir, let's start with the outside. The Volkswagen has 4 coats of paint.
That might be overdoing it.
Yes, well, even the underside is painted and bonded.
So who looks underneath?
Well, the Volkswagen is so well made that when you shut the door, you may have to open the window just a little bit.
That's inconvenient.
You don't need oil between changes.
I've got shares in an oil company.
And you get an average of 38 miles to the gallon.
Like I said, I've got shares in an oil company.
Well, sir, you can squeeze into a small parking space.
I know how to park.
Well, the engine's air-cooled. You don't need water.
Air's not much cheaper than water.
Well, this is the only car in which the ashtray rolls in and out on the brass wheels.
What's that? The ashtray rolls on brass wheels?
Well, that's right, sir.
That's marvelous. I'll take it. I'll take 2.
2 Volkswagens.
No, 2 ashtrays.
Here is the actual sound of a person who's just finished dining at Kingston's Seaway restaurant. Ooh. Ah. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Yes, the food at the Seaway restaurant is so good that you just can't resist expressing yourself. So take the whole family along for a delicious dinner to the restaurant that makes everyone say, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. The Seaway restaurant specializes in delicious southern fried chicken and steaks so good we could write a song about them. You'll feel the same way when you visit Kingston's Seaway restaurant. You know where it is, at Princess and McDonnell Streets. And is the food good? Ooh. Now, that old name-dropper himself, Harry Rosen of Rosen Fuels, invites you to meet some of his celebrity friends.
This, friends, I'm afraid, is the beginning of what you call a commercial. It tells you how to keep bodies warm. Don't wait till you're half frozen. Buy your fuel from Harry Rosen.
Well, it certainly is nice to meet Harry Rosen's celebrity friends. But, of course, our time is limited, so we'll... But, Mr. Rosen, I don't think we have time.
Oh, Rochester, come here. Gosh, you know, I can't understand it. I mean, this fuel bill here is 5 cents more than it was last month. Well, don't wait till you have frozen, Bobs. Buy your fuel at Harry Rosen.
Well, now you all know it. Harry Rosen certainly has friends in high places. So until next time... Harry! Wait a minute, Harry.
Now, Mr. Twickums, isn't it true that when you're half frozen, you buy your fuel from Harry Rosen? Yes, Mr. Mason. And isn't it true that you didn't buy your fuel from Harry Rosen last winter? Yes, that's right, Mr. Mason. I hope you've learned something, Mr. Twickums. Yes, Mr. Mason, that this winter I will buy my fuel from Harry Rosen.
Friends, you can call Harry Rosen at 546-4242.
Johnstone Dairies, Johnstone Dairies. When you want the very best in dairy products, Johnstone Dairies is the brand that you should buy. Here's why. Johnstone Dairies gives you milk that's oh so creamy. Johnstone Dairies gives you ice cream treats. Tastes good for you, good for Dad and all the youngsters too. Cream you can whip and a host of other hits. March along and sing the Johnstone Dairies jingle for a healthy family.
Oh boy, sure I'm thirsty. Could sure do with a tall, cool mug of A&W root beer.
Have a drink, have a drink, have a drink on me. Everybody have a drink drink on me. Hey, hey, everybody drink on me.
Give me an A&W root beer, sonny.
Have a drink, have a drink, have a drink on me. Everybody have a drink on me. Hey, hey, everybody drink on me.
This is your roving A&W microphone on location for this special meeting.
Now, through negotiations with the State Department, we have discovered Cuba has given up baseball since Russia took back the bases. Now, I think for the consideration in the future...
Sonny, I have something to say that may be very important at this meeting.
Would you identify yourself, please?
My name is Bob Pritchard.
Yes, and what department do you represent?
The Food and Drink Department.
Yes, I have noticed you have been drinking. Now, what's so important?
I just want to inform you that the best place to do your eating and drinking is the A&W Drive-In.
Yes, now I have heard of such a diner. Now, do they have good eats?
Well, Sonny, they have the best burgers in town.
Yes, now where do you get your information, Maud?
I get it right from the beef, Sonny.
Yes, well, now I believe I'll adjourn this meeting until we all have an A&W root beer and burger. What do you think, Jacqueline?
I'd like the entire household staff to join in this song.
Have a drink, have a drink, have a drink on me. Everybody have a drink on me. Hey, hey, everybody drink on me.
This weekend, KL Radio invites you to play Whammo.
Whammo is the exciting new game of the highway. No jingles to write, no box tops to send in.
All you need to play Whammo is a fast car, a devil-may-care attitude, and a heavy foot on the gas pedal.
And you may win your room and board for 10 years.
Just think, you may win room and board for 10 years. No worries about making a living for 10 whole years.
And now, here's the grand prize.
For wantonly running down an innocent person on our highways, this court sentences you to 10 years in the penitentiary for manslaughter.
If you don't want to play our game of Whammo, then play safe.
The grand prize is your life.
Just what kind of music do you like?
Oh, jazz, rock and roll, boogie, Dixieland, waltzes, tangos, bossa nova, classical, strings, male vocals and female groups, instrumental, loud, quiet, brassy, sentimental, danceable, soft, bongos, guitars, folk songs, hillbilly, mellow guitar, what's playing now, and bombastic.
You evidently listen to 1050 radio all night.
Naturally.
CJIC radio in Sault Ste. Marie, serving you 24 hours a day.
Catching a train, a plane perhaps, or even a camel caravan. Be on time in a yellow cab. Dial 244-8166. Yellow Cabs at your service, safe and quick.
Blimey, it's brisk out. What's for dinner, Charles?
Hot corned beef, sir.
Hot corned beef? Have you gone daft, Charles? Never heard of hot corned beef.
Begging your pardon, sir. You can serve Erfurt brand corned beef in a number of delightful hot dishes. Tonight we're having Erfurt omelette. Very tasty, sir, and economical, too.
Hot Erfurt brand corned beef. I dare say you've gone a bit balmy. I say, this is a bit of all right.
Oh, not all right, sir. Erfurt brand corned beef, served hot.
We three, we do just fine when we go on our painting spree. It's Sherwin Williams and me.
And honey child, you know, there's 3 Sherwin and Williams stores to help you with your painting chores. One at 3rd Avenue, 4th Street, 5th and White, and the Park Plaza Shopping Center. Sherwin Williams Paint and Supply. And then there's that great big color harmony book, just to kind of help you choose just the right sort of shade for you.
Now listen, I'll tell you true. There's no paid job you can't do with Sherwin Williams and you.
And even if you're colorblind.
Here's famed folk singer Harry Drone with an original folk song composed for Ed Crow Tire Sales.
As I was out a-tarrying, as I was out a-tarrying, I spied a maiden fair.
Get to the part about Ed Crow.
It's building. As I was out a-tarrying,
get to the Ed Crow Tire
As I was out a-tarrying, I spied a maiden fair. I said unto the maiden riding on her horse.
Wait a minute. What's the idea of a maiden on a horse? Why don't you have a maiden in a car?
But there were no cars in days of old.
Well, for the sake of Ed Crow Tire Sales, let's pretend there were.
No, but that's lying. That's not the truth. Folk songs are truth. I cannot sing a lie.
You won't get paid.
I said unto the maiden riding on her car.
In her car.
In her car. I said, my dearest maiden, your car has a sore leg. I said...
Oh, forget it. Buy 2 General Tire winter cleats and get 2 spare wheels free. Winter cleats for better protection. At Ed Crow Tire Sales, 2190 Eglinton West at Caledonia.
Do you think I might get a grant from the government?
Just be thankful they let you live.
As I was out a-tarrying.
This is Gene Kirby, and the sounds you're about to hear on this weekend have been recorded at the scene of a traffic accident. No dubbing of sound effects has been utilized, and permission has been granted by the various people involved to promote highway safety and perhaps save your life this weekend. In the east end of our city, a 17-year-old boy was going too fast on a motorcycle. Coming over the crest of a hill, he smashed into an automobile, shearing off the rear fender, the back window, and rear trunk, crushing his bike beyond recognition and hurtling his body 80 feet from the point of impact. When I arrived on the scene with a constable from the accident squad, the boy was near death, with internal injuries, a torn and shattered body, and a fractured skull. Emergency first aid was administered by the investigating constable to keep the lad alive till an ambulance arrived. As the boy was speeded through city traffic to Toronto East General, the driver of the car was questioned by police.
You saw the motorcycle right where it is now?
Yes, and the chap, well, I could hardly see him for people standing around him. He never moved.
He never moved, and for 2 weeks the boy didn't move. Soon after the investigation on the scene, the policeman's most dreaded job had to be completed, informing the next of kin. In this case, a widowed mother is met at her front door.
Do you have a son, Ricky?
Yeah.
Has been involved in a accident. He's riding his bicycle on Jones Avenue, and he's been involved in a car accident.
Tonight?
Yes, ma'am.
Is he in the hospital?
Yes, he is.
Oh, my God. Is he hurt badly?
Well, we think it's serious enough for you to go up to the hospital.
Oh,
if you'd like
Lord.
to come with us, we'll take you up there.
Yes. Which hospital, Ian?
East General.
Oh,
Everything is being done for him.
After being informed of the accident, the mother is then taken by police cruiser to the hospital.
Is he able to talk to you?
We weren't able to talk to him at the scene.
Some motorists still are not aware that a police siren means the cruiser needs the right-of-way. In this case, to get out of a traffic jam, the constable had to also use a blast of his horn. As we drove into East General, the anguish is almost too much for a distraught mother.
I could stop still when I come to this place.
At the hospital, the boy's condition is described to his mother.
He's in the operating room at the moment. What for? Well, they don't know. They've been trying to find out, one thing and another. His arm is broken. Now, the best thing you can do is just wait, and we'll see to the extent of it and then let you know, okay? God, it must be bad.
He's in the operating room.
What did he hit over there?
He was going north on Jones Avenue, and he came over the brow of the hill, and he struck a car, making a left turn. He was apparently doing about 50 miles an hour.
50 miles an hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone. A mother weeps for her critically injured son. For almost a month, the young lad hovered between life and death, and at last report had been taken off the critical list, and his condition is improving. This has been the sound of tragedy. Please, do not bring these sounds to your loved ones this weekend. Drive carefully.
CHUM's 60-second Shakespeare, presenting Hamlet.
Hamlet is a lively little play in which all the fun people get killed. Plot-wise, it's the story of a great Dane and a melancholy. Hamlet needed a haircut, and he had a thing about basic black. He would brood for hours about whether or not he should keep bees. To be or not to be, he used to say. Hamlet had two fathers. One was a ghost who used to skulk the parapets and yell trick or treat at the castle guards. The other father married Hamlet's mother, a walking testimonial for Vic Tanny. Mommy, not knowing her classics, often confused Hamlet with Oedipus. She died from an overdose of Freud foods. Ophelia's father, Polonius, is a busybody who caught his eyeball in a drafty keyhole and died from a severe sword. Meanwhile, Hamlet was out of his skull about a lass named Yorick, and this made Ophelia mad, and she flunked her Red Cross swimming test. Ophelia's brother, Laertes, who has no sense of humor, stabs Hamlet with a sword smeared with tainted corned beef. They rush Seltzer to his side, but too late. Hamlet says, "The rest is silence," and then dies. Well, who wouldn't with a line like that?
This has been CHUM's Capsule Culture for the Scholar. Regular Maxwell House coffee. Regular Maxwell House coffee. The coffee that tastes as good as you thought it would when you smelled that fresh ground aroma. Regular Maxwell House coffee. Good to the last drop.
Let's suppose you just come up with a new soft drink. A tart and tingling soft drink. Clear and brisk and bubbly, and it was called Sprite. How could you let anyone know what it tasted like, short of making them buy a bottle? Well, one way would be with music. Tart and tingling, you could describe like this. Clear and brisk, like this. Bright and bubbly, this way. And then you could add some words, mix it all together, and this is what you'd get.
Clear and light, tart and tingling, icy bright, tart and tingling, brisk and breezy, clear and teasy, taste, taste, taste the tingling tartness of Sprite, Sprite. Springling, sparkling Sprite.
Now you know what Sprite tastes like. Tart and tingling. Try it. It's from the Coca-Cola Company.
And over here, my friends, is a very special place called the Critter County Nursery. Now, nursery starts with the letter N. And this place teaches us one of the most important lessons in life. When a daddy and mommy critter have a little baby, they all come here to live at the nursery for a while, until the baby learns to obey his parents. Now, I want all of you to look up and see the sign above the door. It says, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right." Ephesians 6:1. Some of my furry friends learn to obey very quickly. But others, well, they have a much harder time. But they all have to learn to obey if they're ever going to be really happy.
Oh, look at the skunks. Oh, I see them, Jamie. That's our little skunk family. Let's see, their names are Mr. P.U., his wife, U2, and their new baby, Achoo.
Christine, will you teach the children our nursery theme song?
Oh, I'd do anything for you, Sydney. Obedience.
there's no blessing without it. Obedience. You'd be foolish to doubt it. Obedience will make God's simple truths come alive. Well, it's the only foolproof recipe on which God's children survive. Obedience. The world is out to destroy it. You say obedience? You've got to be kidding. But God says we can enjoy it. So who you gonna listen to if you believe God's word is true? I know that you'll agree. Obedience should be a part of every family. That's right. We say obedience should be a part of every family.
And don't you forget it. Oh, this is fun.
Truth, and I owe it all to you, 'cause I've had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. I've been waiting for so long, and I finally found someone to stand by me. Saw the writing on the wall, and we felt this magical fantasy. Now with passion in our eyes, there's no way we can disguise secretly. So we take each other's hands, 'cause we seem to understand in the urgency. Just remember, you're the one thing I can't get enough of. So I tell you something. This could be love, because I've had the time of my life. No, I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. Baby, with my body and soul, I want you more than you'll ever know. So we'll just let it go. Don't be afraid to lose control. Yes, I know it's on your mind when you say, stay with me tonight. Just remember, you're the one thing I can't get enough of. So I'll tell you something. This could be love, because I've had the time of my life, and I've searched for them this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. Had the time of my life, and I've searched through every open door till I found the truth. No, I never felt like this before. Never felt this way. It's the truth, and I owe it all to you. I had the time of my life. No, I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. As I've had the time of my life, and I searched through every open door till I found the truth, and I owe it all to you. Had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. 'Cause I had the time of my life, and I searched through every open door till I found the truth, and I owe it all to you.
Now you're going to hear something kind of crazy, sound effects. Sometimes they can work better than pictures and cost you so very little. Listen to this and see what ideas you can come up with in the way of dramatized radio commercials that we can produce for you with the best actors in New York.
I got the worst headache I ever had in my life. I got an Excedrin headache. crazy business.
What are you yelling about?
Would you mind repeating that question?
Honey.
Help.
Me, I've been drinking rainy ale for as long as I can remember, which is about a day and a half.
Oh.
I love you.
Help.
Remarkable.
Yes.
Help.
I can't take anymore.
Help, help, help. Those are a few of the sounds from our effects library. We have a fine music library, too.
Hello there. This is Brian Matthew. It's Saturday night, the zippiest night of the week. It's the night when you can leave the worries of work far behind, go out on the town, have fun, live it up a little. It's for occasions like this, when you want to look your very best, that John Collier give you the Saturday night suit. Yes, the Saturday night suit. Your kind of suit. A suit with a sense of occasion. It may be formal or informal, in terrylin worsted or tweed. It may be one of hundreds of different cloth patterns. And make no mistake, from the first skillful cut of the shears by a craftsman who took 6 years to learn how, to the last loving stitch, you get superb styling. Styling you decide on. You get fantastic finish with great attention to every tiny detail. That's why you look good, feel great in a John Collier suit. Yes, whenever you wear a John Collier suit, it feels like Saturday night. John Collier Saturday night suit prices start at £10.19 6. No other tailor in the country can match John Collier at a price like this.
Look what's new in that famous window to watch.
The Saturday night suit by John Collier. The Saturday night suit by John Collier.
Look good, feel great in a John Collier suit. They're better made in every way. Perfect patterns, fabulous materials like Easy Care Terylene, styling that's way ahead in comfort, look, and fit. Yet prices start from just $10.19 6. Yes, $10.19 6. That's fantastic value. And whenever you wear a John Collier suit, you get that feeling, that swinging feeling like every night is Saturday night.
The Saturday night suit by John Collier.
That's what's new in that famous window to watch.
The quality sound performance of Zenith is further enhanced with a magnificent line of all-wood decorator cabinets, designed especially for those who want the finest in stereo console furniture and fine quality sound reproduction. All this, plus the exclusive Zenith Micro Touch 2G Tonearm and fabulous free-floating cartridge, which prevents scratch damage to the grooves and helps your records last longer. At least 2,000 plays per record with virtually no wear.
Now when I came to know the Lord, He changed me drastically. The joy I felt within my heart became a melody. And every time I start to tell someone that God is real, a yodel comes from deep within, expressing how I feel. Oh, then I start to yodel. Then I start to yodel. I know they think I'm strange. They think the place for yodeling is way out on the range. But Jesus gave a song to me, and the way to make it start, just think of Him a little while, little verse from in my heart. Oh, then I start to yodel. Then I start to yodel. About His joy and how He loves them so. And if you will accept Him in your heart, He'll set you free. Then you and I'll go yodeling throughout eternity. Oh, then I start to yodel. Then I start to yodel.
check with box I before you do these exercises. Each one is preceded for 5 measures by an easy version. The drums warn you of the change. First the scissors. Let's get ready. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cross those legs and 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get down on all fours for the back extension. Ready. Change and change and change and change. 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Straighten those legs out. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. Stand up and ready for the easy jump side to side. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop down for the side extensions. One leg to the side. Change, 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 change. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. Stand up for easy. Feet together. Jump to 1. Together 1, together 1. 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. Drop down for the single leg squat jump. Down and up, 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 down and up. Now stand up for the easy feet apart together. Open, close, open, close, open, close. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now drop down to the 2-leg squat jump. Down and out, 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 and down and out, down and out, down and out, down and out. And stand up for the scissors again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop down for the back extension. And change. Change and change. Change. 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. Hold, stand, and rest.
of your sweet proud head, and I will make your cock-shoot like a fountain, the fountain of
boy, this next one is my singing debut. Edie and I sing a duet, and we even have backup singers. Edie gets to sing all the time when she does the telephone demo, but I never get to. This is my big chance. La 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 la, me. Excuse me, just getting tuned up. I bet you won't even notice my accent when I sing. Well, here we go. Some velvet morning when I'm straight, I'm gonna open up your gate and maybe tell you about Phaedra and how she gave me life and how she made it end. Some velvet morning when I'm straight,
flowers growing on the hill, dragonflies and daffodils learn from us very much. Look at us, but do not touch. Phaedra is my name.
Some velvet morning when I'm straight, I'm gonna open up your gate and maybe tell you about Phaedra and how she gave me life and how she made it end. Some velvet morning when I'm straight,
flowers are the things we know. Secrets are the things we grow. Learn from us very much. Look at us, but do not touch. Phaedra is my name.
Some velvet morning when I'm straight,
flowers growing on the hill,
I'm gonna open up your gate
dragonflies and daffodils
and maybe tell you about Phaedra
learn from us very much.
and how she gave me life and
Look at us, but do not touch.
and how she made it end.
Phaedra is my name.
Some velvet morning when I'm straight up.
Hello.
Ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba.
What's that?
Oh, that's funny talk.
Who says funny talk?
Why, a clown says funny talk. A clown is a jolly, jolly man. He says ba-ba-bee when he can.
Just ba-ba-ba-bee, da-da-da-da-da-bee. A clown is a jolly man. Oh, that's fun, Mr. Clown. Let's make more funny talk together.
Oh boy, let's do.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, da-da-da-da-da.
Ka-ka-ka-ka-ka, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
What's that, Mr. Clown? Oh, you want me to sing it? All right, here we go. You sing it too, boys and girls. Ba-ba-ba-ba, da-da-da-da, ka-ka-ka-ka-ta-ta.
Ooh-too-too, da-da-la-la.
Oh, you want me to sing it faster? Well, whatever you say, Mr. Clown. Ba-ba-ba-ba, da-da-da-da, ka-ka-ka-ka-ta-ta.
Ooh-too-too-la-la.
Faster yet? Ba-ba-ba-ba, da-da-da-da, ka-ka-ka-ka-ta-ta.
Ho-ho-ho, that was fine. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Clown. Oh, listen to the children playing outside. And hear the wind blowing and the leaves rustling. There's a bird. Oh, it's time to rock baby to sleep. La 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 la. La 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 la. What do you say, baby? Ah, ah, ah. Baby says ah. What else do you say, baby? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Baby says ooh. What is so blue, baby? Eye. Yes, baby's eyes are blue. There goes baby's rattle. Baby's rattle, down it goes. Oh, 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 oh. Baby's rattle, down it goes. Oh, oh, oh. Baby want another song? All right, baby. Here's the clown song from Elaine to you. A clown is a jolly, jolly man. He says ba-bee, ba when he can.
Just ba-ba-ba-bee, da-da-da-da-da-dee. A clown is a jolly man.
Hello, boys and girls. This is your friend Elaine, all dressed up to play fire engine with you. Wait till I get my red fire hat on straight. Ring the fire alarm. And we'll have a story about a fire engine. I love this song that the fire engine knows. Here it comes, there it goes.
Singing when the fire siren blows.
Our story is about a little boy named Ralph who owned a toy fire engine, just about this size. No, it was bigger than that, more this size. Yes, that was it. Ralph's engine was funny, too. It would run across the floor by itself when he wound it up, but it would speak when it bumped into something. Well, I don't mean it said words. Oh, no. But it could say, just as well as I do. Ralph would wind it up, run it across the floor, and then put his foot in front of it, just to hear it say, Of course, all the neighborhood children liked to watch that, too. So they'd gather outside Ralph's window and sing this song. I love this song that the fire engine knows. Here it comes, there it goes.
Singing when the fire siren blows.
Then Ralph would open the door and call to the children.
Come on in, everybody, and watch it go.
Goody, 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 goody. Well, naturally, the fire engine began feeling very important about this. He got so he wanted everybody to clap whenever he said, So, of course, this is what would go on. Isn't that funny? Turn the record over and you'll find out what happened one day when a mouse came over. One day, Ralph heard a very strange little voice singing outside his window. So, Ralph opened the door and said,
Come on in, Mouse. Keep out of the way of the engine, though. Now I'll put my foot in front of him like this. He doesn't say anything this time. I know. He won't say because your hands are so small you can't clap for him, Mouse.
Then I'll never get to hear him. I love the song that the fire engine knows. Here it comes, there it goes, but it won't say for me.
Now, boys and girls, let's help the mouse hear the fire engine, shall we? We'll do the clapping. Now, when I say you clap your hands. Ready? That's how we'll do it. Now, you just wait, little mouse. Elaine and all your little friends are going to help you this time. Wind up the toy engine, Ralph. Put it on the floor. Now stamp your foot in front of it. That's it.
Thank you, boys and girls.
I love the song that the fire engine knows. Here it comes, there it goes,
Singing when the fire siren blows.
Keep listening to this record, and one day soon, you'll be able to say just as well as the fire engine does.
So here we go. We're gonna play that baby love. We're gonna break out. Baby love, you're the sweetest gal I know. On this side of heaven, when you shed my dream, fall in love again, all over again. I would rain with melodies and rainbows in the sky. Gonna cry this morning star. Baby love, she's the sweetest gal on this side of heaven I know. Tell me why. I know this is it, I can feel it. This is it, I know it, I got it now. So I'm all set now. Yeah, I'm all set. And baby love, you the sweetest gal I know. Rain falling, 40 days and 40 nights, baby love said, cry in your dream, fall over again, for my baby, ooh, set me crying, crying. Alright, this joke here, this baby love, so the quail was floating in the river. It was only one quail. It was 150 feet long. So that was a piper snake, 250 feet long, with his mouth open. So that was a frog up in the tree. So the frog squirrel, the old signifying owl was up there. So the snake looked up at the owl, and the owl said, "What you looking at me for, snake?" The snake says, "I'm hungry." So the crocodile bucked his tail. He said, "You ain't eating tonight, snake, you dirty rascal." You said, "When you going back to hell?" Baby love, baby love, you're the sweetest thing I know in this side of heaven. Baby love, set my dream bowl. Baby love, baby dream, baby dream. You know what this record's going? It's going to 50 states. I'm going to send this in Hawaii, China, Hong Kong, Nova Slavi, and Hawaii VIII. And I wanted to go to Beverlywood, California, and Hollywood. And I wanted to go all through California, down south, Little Rock, also Blytheville. I want them to get it because I want to show them people down there that a country boy can't read, come out the city, can do things as well as other people. A simple person know how to survive better than you do. A normal person can't do what a simple person do. So I advise no one try to keep up with me, because I'm too fast. If you would be case in a minute, I'd be glad to help you, and I will stay and teach you. But if you try to beat me, then I'll speed up to 172 miles an hour. That's what now if she try to beat me, I'll speed up to 250 miles an hour. And then she'll be sorry, because I'll be fast in the wind. Hey, give me time, give me a few more jokes. Give me a few more jokes.
I thought I'd slip into something more casual. This is one of my sport coats. Don't ask me what sport. Oh, you're just marvelous. Oh, and listen, I got something to tell you. My concert had ended in Carnegie Hall, and all of a sudden, I heard someone call. From up in the balcony, way up high, a teenage voice let out this cry. Hey, Libby, let's do the twist. Come on, Libby, let's do the twist. If you want to see Carnegie Hall rock, forget your Brahms, Beethoven, and Bach. Do the twist. Libby, do the twist.
In the days when man sought after God from their inmost heart, their communication with his spirit world was a direct one. Each individual possessed by nature most of the qualifications needed for such communication. His own spirit, attuned to lofty and divine thoughts, was capable of receiving messages from the spirit world through a spiritual sense of sight, hearing, and feeling. This is what we call nowadays clairvoyance, clairaudience, and clairsentience. No intermediaries were needed for the messages sent from the beyond. This gift disappeared as mankind fell away from God and began to devote its thought to worldly things. In their reckless race after money and worldly goods, men forgot God. This not only weakened the communication with the spirit world, but brought about the disappearance of those gifts which made it possible. Today, the majority of mankind goes so far as to disbelieve altogether in the possibility of such communication. There are relatively few people today who possess these gifts in question and who are in touch with a world of good spirits after the manner of the God-fearing folks of old. But the time is coming when the things will again be as they were in this respect. That is to say, when each individual can communicate by spirit, sight, hearing, and feeling with the beyond. Until that time, however, those who still believe in God may converse with the spirits through another channel, and many who do not believe may witness the workings of the spirit world with their corporeal senses, and thereby be aroused to return to a belief in the Almighty and in survival after the death of the body. Mediums or intermediaries are human instruments employed by the spirit world to make itself manifest to man. Inasmuch as the spirit beings require odic power for the purpose, mediums are persons who serve the spirit world as sources of odic power. Dearly beloved, I acknowledge the truth and greatness of the universal law, which contains all creation and creatures. It flows through my entire body like a mist at all times. My consciousness is now welcome to its harmonious flow, and it manifests itself in all my activities, in my thinking, speaking, acting. I now have faith in the power of my word. I speak that word. I send it forth charged with the power of God. It accomplishes that for which it was sent. The testimonies I will make will be imprinted in my subjective mind and will rejuvenate my entire physical and spiritual being. My mind governs my entire system, and my system responds to my mind. My body is a combination of what I think and what I assimilate. Perfect health, happiness, and youthfulness are its present condition. I am optimistic, happy, and cheerful. Progressive and abundant life is everywhere. I see their ultimate beauty in me. My hair is filled with pure life and substance. The original color is natural and lasting. Its growth is strong and normal. I have perfect vision. My eyes are relaxed and strong. I now have the eyesight of an eagle who soars high and still sees the fledgling's nest. My eyesight is clear. I can see as far as any perfect being can. I do not need my eyeglasses anymore. I have sharp and acute hearing. My ears are keen and responsive to all the sounds of nature. The all-knowing, all-informing, all-seeing mind is now expressed in me as a perfect hearing. I hear that which a perfect being hears and more. I am at peace with all men. My heart is filled with perfect love. It is strong and healthy. Harmony is established in it. My stomach and digestive organs are the alchemists of my body. There is created all energy, mental and physical. They are now in harmony with universal forces. They are strong and well. My appetite and assimilation and elimination of food are stable and in harmony. My diet is balanced between proteins, fats, starches, and carbohydrates. I maintain a perfect diet. The ever-powerful infinite mind flowing through my body perfects its glandular function. The infinite mind is expressing divine harmony in my head and neck, shoulders, chest, and stomach, in my arms and hands, in my knees and legs and feet, in every cell and organ of my body. My nerves are now quiet, stable, peaceful, and poised. In the midst of the crowd and noise, I maintain calmness and serenity. I am attuned to the universal mind from which all knowledge comes forth. I remember what I need, as I need it, as I know I need it. All my predicaments are solved by the wisdom of the universal law which flows through me. I am fed, satisfied, and guided by this nourishing wisdom. There is now complete harmony in my body, in my life, in my job, in all my undertakings. What I have been seeking from without, I have found within. The expression of infinite life and youth is now manifested in every organ and molecule of my body. New divine unity is established in every part of me. I am filled with youth, vigor, vitality, and strength. My body is perfect. I am happy. The tide of divine life flows through my body, through every organ tissue, every cell. I charge them with their own divine life. The serenity and strength of the universal mind fills me and surrounds me. That serenity and strength go forth as a beacon, by day, by night.
I bet you didn't know that the specialty at the house in your favorite restaurant probably was prepared not right there in the kitchen, but in a factory. The restaurant industry now makes widespread use of prepackaged frozen foods for the same reasons you do at home: budget and convenience. The prepackaged items are cheaper since the factory buys in bulk at lower prices than a restaurant can. And since the goods are in individual portions, there's no waste. Only that much is cooked which has been ordered, or if that only can work at home. As for convenience, well, with a wide variety of frozen foods on hand, a restaurant can enlarge both menu and reputation at the same time. In fact, all the restaurant has to do is pop the food in the oven, put the meal on restaurant crockery, and wait by the cash register. Hi, I'm Evelyn Allen, and this is For Women Only. For cooking shortcuts, those packaged refrigerated biscuits are just about the handiest things around. You can do almost anything with them. For donuts, stretch and slightly flatten each biscuit. Punch a hole in the center with your finger and shape into a donut. Then fry in deep hot fat for 1 minute on each side. Drain, roll the donuts in powdered sugar, and serve warm. If you're too busy to make a pie crust from scratch, just flatten each refrigerator biscuit and press together in the pie pan. Dust with flour and add your pie filling. You also can make professional-looking hors d'oeuvres with refrigerated biscuits. Cut each biscuit into 4 parts and press into the center of each quarter an olive, a bit of cheese, a cocktail point, or whatever you fancy. Bake until brown and stand back for the compliments. Hi, I'm Evelyn Allen, and this is For Women Only. Although contact lenses are medically safe, people have gone blind because they were habitually careless with them. The contact lens sits atop the cornea, which is covered only by a thin layer of tissue. The cornea is easily scratched by improper insertion or removal of a lens, or by rubbing the eye when the lens is in place. By wearing contact lenses longer than the recommended 12 hours a day, you may deaden the sensitivity of the eye and therefore not feel a corneal scratch. Once such a scratch becomes infected, there may be a permanent loss in vision or perhaps total blindness. The cornea is infected easily since it has no blood supply and therefore lacks the white blood cells to fight off bacteria. Stay on the safe side. Give eyes an occasional rest from contact lenses by wearing eyeglasses. Hi, I'm Evelyn Allen, and this is For Women Only. A study I read the other day has some rather startling answers to the question, why do teenagers start smoking? The study shows a youngster is more likely to pick up the habit if his parents smoke. Smoking youngsters tend to be more aggressive and rebellious, less motivated to achieve, and less appreciative of adult values than teenagers who ignore cigarettes. Young smokers, the figures show, also seem to mature physically at a later age than their non-smoking friends, perhaps using tobacco to make up for feelings of inferiority. Getting back to us parents, the families of smoking teenagers were found to be more critical, more anxious, less cheerful, trustful, and open-minded, and not as self-confident as the parents of non-smokers. It's something to think about. Hi, I'm Evelyn Allen, and this is For Women Only. It's unfortunate that travelers do things on the nation's highways they don't do in their own homes, like littering. An empty match folder or a candy wrapper may seem insignificant, but they add up to tons of refuse accumulated on America's highways each year. Besides being ugly, the litter is dangerous. A paper napkin can flutter onto a car windshield and cause the driver to lose control, and a cigarette butt could start a devastating forest fire. It's easy enough to keep America beautiful by packing a few small litter bags for your trip. Wax-lined bags or plastic wraps from bread keep saggy litter from damaging car interiors. You can throw away the bags in gas stations, parks, or picnic areas. Also remember to take along a package of clean moistened towels for wiping sticky young hands and faces. Hi, I'm Evelyn Allen, and this is For Women Only. The nation's hippies are having more than a passing effect on our culture. For one thing, they've made us quite aware of color and pattern, and this factor is showing up in many household items. Manufacturers are beginning to give us multicolored pots, pans, and appliances. Wallpapers and upholstery fabrics are moving from the subtle to the psychedelic, and even such mundane things as ironing board covers now are available in paisley and flower prints. Would you believe an electric broom with a houndstooth check sweeper bag, modern art towels and shower curtains, variously colored floor coverings, and plaid toilet seats? Manufacturers call it the modern look. It's all ticky and fun, and it makes being a housewife just a bit less of a chore when we can have color in unexpected places. Hi, I'm Evelyn Allen, and this is For Women Only. If you think you have budget problems now, wait until the year 2000. The Department of Commerce predicts the average family income then will be $66,000, or 11 times more than today's average of $6,000. But everything we buy with that income also will be up 11 times. A loaf of bread won't cost 30 cents, but $3.30. Would you believe a cut, wash, set, and manicure, $100? A car, $50,000. Daily hospital costs will be $1,000. And what about the high cost of educating children? Well, the college education that costs Daddy $10,000 today will cost Junior $100,000 when his kids are ready for that diploma. But the really frightening thing is that the year 2000 and those prices are getting closer every day. Hi, I'm Evelyn Allen, and this is For Women Only. There are profits to be made from the cookie jar. Each year, thousands of housewives launch food businesses from their kitchens. All it takes is perseverance, a good recipe, attractive packaging, a buyer who says yes, and an order from a specialty or gourmet food shop. The key to success is being unique. The most successful and lucrative homemade food items are intricate party delicacies and desserts, and gourmet sauces, dressings, and conserves. Even a successful gardener can get into the act by selling homegrown herbs and spices. But before you jump into business for yourself, check your city and state laws. You might also get some brochures on starting a food career from your State Department of Commerce. Many of the pamphlets are free. Hi, I'm Evelyn Allen, and this is For Women Only. You know, the history of cosmetics is a strange one. Women of ancient China, for instance, masked their faces with thick coatings of paints and powders. The idea was that the heavier the makeup, the more respectable the woman, since she was hiding her charms for only her husband. Today, we use makeup to enhance rather than to hide. The average woman uses more makeup today than even existed when Mother was our age. It all adds up to nearly $3 billion. That's right, billion. A year we spend on staying young and beautiful. That figure, by the way, is more than is spent on medical research in this country. At any rate, with makeup now so attractive and easy to use, there's no longer any such thing as an unattractive woman, just a lazy one. Hi, I'm Evelyn Allen, and this is For Women Only. Just like the women who own them, fine knitwear needs special care to stay lovelier longer. Always hang your knits on quilted hangers, since wire hangers cause sagging. Heavier knitwear, such as cotton, orlon, and wool, should be folded. Since fine knitwear seldom needs pressing, it's a great traveling companion. Pack knitwear by lining the garment with tissue paper to keep it wrinkle-free. Always press a knit on the wrong side and with a cool setting, or hang the garment in a steamy bathroom. Try to remove stains immediately with a good quality spot remover, never with water since that's spots. Never cut away the taffeta-like lining from a knit because that's what helps it keep its shape. And speaking of shapes, knits are among the most flattering of fabrics to help you show off yours. Hi, I'm Evelyn Allen, and this is For Women Only. You know, the reason your youngster doesn't want to go to sleep at night may be because he's afraid of being alone in the dark. If he is, explain child psychologists, he may regard bedtime as a punishment, since he'll be left alone with all those terrifying shapes and sounds. To make bedtime easier on both you and your child, make his room a happy place to be in during the day, so he can consider it a friendly place to go to at night. A tiny nightlight can banish shadows which could turn into unseen monsters. Rather than isolate the child, you might keep his door open a bit, say the psychologists, to reassure him by the ordinary sounds of the house. And of course, make sure his bed is comfortable. A mattress that is too lumpy or too small will disturb his sleep and make you both cranky. Hi, I'm Evelyn Allen, and this is For Women Only. The school child of the future won't waste time going to and from school, because classes will be held in his own home. He'll be taught electronically and individually, and that means his learning speed will be limited only by his own ability, rather than that of his classmates. Junior's teacher will be a console hooked up to a computer which will monitor constantly his learning, telling him instantly whether he has the right answer. No more waiting for days until teacher returns graded tests. Parents, too, will benefit from the household learning computer by using it in much the same way as an encyclopedia. There will be no more common school day, no entrance ages, no preset grade levels. And as for cost, remember that one teacher can supervise hundreds of youngsters via computer, but only a few dozen in a classroom.
All through our history, there have been that kind who sit here at home while others are dying. They're sitting here safe and secure while someone else is willing to endure the fighting, the crying, the pain, and the dying for these fools. They call themselves the conscientious objectors, but all they're trying to do is trying to infect us with their fears and their shame. They hide under the name of conscientious objectors. They might as well be defectors the way they act. Keep it up, boy, the way you've been going. And who can tell, son, you got no way of knowing that tomorrow it might be the way that Vietnam is today. And you'll be sorry, you fools, for the things that you do. Conscientious objectors, you might as well be defectors the way you act. Tried so hard to forget that we had ever met, but it's burning right through me, oh yeah, putting me in misery, oh yeah. Don't you know, don't you know, don't you know, I love you, I really love you. But if you stay, it's got to be my way.
recado de parte de la tele. Ya va siendo hora de que lo piques, lo vayamos hasta la cama. ¡Ale!
Vamos a la cama, que hay que descansar, para que mañana podamos madrugar. Vamos a la cama, que hay que descansar, para que mañana podamos madrugar. Vamos a la cama, que hay que descansar, para que mañana podamos madrugar. Vamos a la cama, que hay que descansar, para que mañana podamos madrugar. ¡Mago! ¿Estás?
Estoy contando la baraja.
El mago está contando la baraja y por eso no empieza la función. Los niños inocentes palmotean suavemente, esperando que levanten el telón. ¿Qué le pasa a este mago que no sale a trabajar? En la magia de este mago no podemos confiar. Mago, ¿estás?
Estoy buscando los conejos.
El mago está buscando los conejos y por eso no empieza la función. Los niños de repente con silbidos muy potentes alborotan el ambiente con razón. ¿Qué le pasa a este mago que no sale a trabajar? En la magia de este mago no podemos confiar. Mago, ¿estás?
Se me vuelan las palomas.
Al mago se le vuelan las palomas y por eso no empieza la función. Los niños impacientes patalean fuertemente y le gritan al mago a toda voz que se vaya ese mago que no sabe trabajar. En la magia de ese mago no podemos confiar.
Vaya mago, no encuentras la baraja, ni las palomas, ni los conejos. Pues los vamos. ¡Ale!
La vie c'est chouette quand on a une amourette. That you're living in a town, on an island, in a crowd. La vie c'est chouette quand on a une amourette. There's so many days that are a bore, and you wonder without a score. And waking up on gray mornings, you dream of loving one whole night through. But with who? One whole night through. La vie c'est chouette quand on a une amourette. Whether you're a violent sea, a kinky cat, a blue love kid, anyone would bet that many days when you're hurting, you don't know why you feel like crying. And you dream of loving, one whole night through, but with who? One whole night through, but with who? La vie est chouette quand on a une amourette. And you draw a heart that's hooked on the page of your pupil book. Well, then you've written it. Yes, you did. That girl next door, she's got a guy. But I'm alone to skateboard and surf. And I'm dreaming of loving one whole night through. But with who? One whole life through. But with who? La vie c'est chouette. La vie c'est chouette quand on a un amour. Dans une île, dans la ville, la vie c'est chouette. Oh, que c'est chouette.
I was born in a basement in 1959. The Golden Rule is my birth certificate. The bloodlines of two great nations run in my veins because I offer free enterprise opportunity to those chained to a dull, futureless job and a drab existence. I am many things. I am many people. I am 80,000 living souls and the spirit of millions who have lived and died so that men might be free. I'm the spirit of French fur traders and the voyageurs, the Americans crossing the continent in covered wagons. I'm the spirit of the 49ers. I'm the combined enthusiasm of a New Orleans Mardi Gras and a Calgary Stampede. And I am brotherhood of Scottish, English, French Canadians, mingled with Italian, Irish, Negro Americans, and many more. My colors are the red and white of the flags of two great nations, and the blue of the sky that spans them both. I am the spirit that built the Canadian Pacific Railway and the Mackinac Bridge, the St. Lawrence Waterway and the Panama Canal. I can build dreams as big as you can conceive. I am large and growing, sprawling from Atlantic to Pacific now, and my arms reach out to embrace Alaska and Hawaii and Puerto Rico. My industry is making life better in quiet villages, in cities that never sleep, and on millions of farms, because uncommon men and women have had the God-inspired faith to follow my quest across forest, field, mountain, desert. You can look at me and see the glory of the past, the growth of the present, the promise of the future. I have been a dreamer, a builder. I have worked hard to create a success story that men said could not be done. Yes, these are the things I am. I was born in freedom, and God willing, in freedom I will spend the rest of my days. May I possess always the integrity, the courage, the strength to keep myself unshackled, to remain a citadel of freedom, a beacon of hope, a wellspring of free enterprise opportunity to all the people of this great land. This is my wish, this is my goal, and this is my prayer in this year, 1968, almost 9 years since I was born. I am Amway.
Oh, see, she's right. Oh, see what you have done. Yeah, I said, see, she's right. Oh, see what you have done. Oh, go, you made me alone. When I'm going, go away, baby. And I won't be by the fall. Yes, I'm going, baby. And I won't be by the fall. Until I find me a girl. Listen. Get on, son. Here we go. Oh, see, she's right. Oh, see what you had done. I said, see, she's right. Oh, see what you have done. That's right. Go, you made me alone. Wallace. Oh, get on, son. Yeah. I said, see, she's right. Oh, see what you have done. Get on, son. Go, you made me alone. Wallace. Rain on, Donna. See, she's right. See, I said, see, she's right. You don't know, baby. You know, all right. Get on, son. Yeah. Rain on, baby. Yeah. I said, see, she's right. I said, see, she's right. Oh, get on, son. God, get.
Express.
one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go,
laughing all the way.
Sue, now that's enough. No, Sue, stop that laughing. We need to get back to this song, Sue. Come on, Sue. Sue. Bells of bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to laugh and sing a sleighing song tonight.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride. As soon as Fanny Bright.
Ellie, who in the world is Miss Fanny Bright?
Well, I don't know, Suze. I never met the woman, but whoever she is, I guess she must be seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank.
A skinny horse.
Misfortune seemed his lot, and he got into a drifted bank, and then we got upset.
Upset, Ellie.
If that's the way it's spelled, Suze, U-P-S-O-T.
Ellie, I think it means upset.
Well, Suze, whatever it is, I think the old gal fell out. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey,
jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Ellie, you alligator! The song's over, Ellie! The song's over! Stop! Oh, how unprofessional.
I got a guy, the sweetest guy you ever did see. Oh me, oh my, to think that he is crazy for me. But every time I get him far away from the crowd, instead of sitting on the sofa, he keeps shouting out loud.
Oh, I wanna go on a wing ding 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 tonight. I wanna go on a wing ding 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 tonight. Nothing like it, just you try it. Once you try it, I bet you buy it. Come on, let's go on a wing ding ding tonight.
We have a date together every Saturday night. Can hardly wait until he's here and holding me tight. He puts his arms around me and my life is complete. And then I hope he'll pop the question, but instead he'll repeat.
Baby, I wanna go on a wing ding 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 tonight.
Oh no, not again.
I wanna go on a wing ding 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 tonight.
You and your wing ding ding.
Nothing like it, just you try it. Once you try it, I bet you buy it. Come on, let's go on a wing ding ding tonight.
My ma and pa invited him to dinner, and then I kinda thought that they could surely make him say when. He ate an awful lot, then he shut up like a clam. And this is how my honey got himself right out of a jam.
Oh, I wanna go on a wing ding 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 tonight. I wanna go on a wing ding 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 tonight. Nothing like it.
I guess I'll try it.
Once you try it,
I bet I'll buy it.
come on, let's go on a wing ding ding tonight.
You wanna talk about Texas?
Yep.
And I wanna talk about love.
I wanna talk about a buckaroo.
I wanna talk about a love that's true.
I wanna talk about a longhorn steer.
I wanna talk about a kiss right here.
I wanna talk about the big bar X.
And I keep saying I love you, Tex. You wanna talk about what you wanna talk about, and I wanna talk about what I wanna talk about. You wanna talk about Texas.
Yep.
And I wanna talk about love. You wanna talk about Texas.
Yep.
And I wanna talk about love.
Well, I wanna talk about buckskin belts.
Well, I wanna talk about a heart that melts.
And I wanna talk about a branding calf.
And I wanna talk about a better half.
Well, I wanna talk about a trading post.
And I keep flattering you the most. You wanna talk about what you wanna talk about, and I wanna talk about what I wanna talk about.
I wanna talk about Texas.
Well, I wanna talk about love.
Yep.
I want to talk about love.
Well, I want to talk about desert dust.
Well, I want to talk about love or bust.
And I want to talk about San Antone.
Well, I want to talk about a building loan.
Well, I want to talk about spurs and guns.
And I keep begging for little ones.
You want to talk about what you want to talk about, and I want to talk about what I want to talk about.
You want to talk about Texas.
Yep.
And I want to talk about love.
I still want to talk about Texas. Why, ma'am, Texas is bigger than the...